welcome back to the Barely News Crew. I'm your host here as always, Alexis, and I am joined today by Peter Martinez, and we're going to bring you another live trailer reaction to the highly anticipated and the movie that everyone in the world has been asking for, Alice Through the Looking Glass.
Hint of sarcasm.
Do you,
Just a hint.
Are you excited for this?
I was pretty disappointed with the first one. I'm not gonna lie.
And we're getting a sequel. We're gonna cue it up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Excitable, emotional, proud of fantasy.
There's nothing wrong with me. One pill makes you larger, one pill makes you small.
You've been gone too long, Alice. And do mind your step.
And you know you're going to fall,
I seek a young lady. Her hair
Yes.
That's Sasha Baron Cohen?
yellowish. Her name,
Of course.
Alice.
The white knight is talking backwards, and the red queen's off with her head. What the dumb man said.
Tick tock. Your time is up. Alice.
Feed your
Now, tell me, when does Alice arrive?
I have always wondered when soon is.
I guess I want to praise the trailer in some way. I mean, I don't exactly know what the hell this is about. I guess for those who like the first one, this is mildly interesting, and if it's essentially what the first one is, and a little bit more of that. And in usual Tim Burton cliche fashion, we have Johnny Depp, Helena Bonham Carter, and of course, Sacha Baron Cohen.
I remember being so excited for the first one, and then I remember just being really disappointed.
I liked it, and then I didn't like it so much. It was fine. I didn't really get offended by it. I mean, it could have been a lot better. I mean, it was
I
very
think that's
promising.
why it disappointed me, because the characters look so. I remember.
I was expecting shit honestly
Really?
when I went in to see it. Maybe that's why I was.
Maybe that's why.
because my expectations were so low. Maybe I ended up enjoying it. Like,
we probably met in the middle. But I remember seeing stills of the characters. I'm like, wow, this looks so cool. It's gonna be like a wonderful, quirky journey, and it just. There's so many things that just felt out of place.
yeah.
And they tried to turn it into some war movie or
Yeah,
whatever.
right? That was weird. I was not
Really?
expecting that. Like, the third act, it's like, oh my god, it's the end of the world. Like, when did that ever happen in Alice in Wonderland?
They tried way too hard to turn it into
Yeah.
the chosen one. It's
Like a big movie.
yeah.
And it's really?
And then Johnny Depp's breakdance scene. A lot of stuff just felt so out of place, and it never really came together for me. There was little moments here and there that I really liked,
yeah.
but it never came together. And this, honest to God, I could go in there and wow, I could go in there and see this movie and be like, wow, this was a piece of shit. Or I could come out saying wow, this was incredible, so much better than the first, or anywhere in between. It feels like one of those movies where I'm just kind of have to see it to know for sure what I feel.
I don't know. For me, it just seems like it's more of the same.
Yeah.
And it might end up with the exact same result. If you liked it, you like this one. If you didn't like it, you won't like this one. It just seems that way to me. Given Disney's track record, that's the way it seems like. Let's take the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, for example. Most people who like the movies like all of them, and then most who don't like any of the ones that come out afterward. It's a movie that I think they're trying to hide under the rug. There has not been much
There's
talk.
been nothing.
Even at
for this
D23,
movie.
no, all they gave us was a poster.
And when did they say it was coming out?
I don't know. It's
soon?
2016, I think. I don't know when.
But I mean, there's been how many, like 2 trailers already?
Is this the second one? I don't even recall a first trailer coming out.
Yeah, there was one before this. And it's like no real push for this
Yeah.
movie.
And compared to the first time, they really pushed this film, Alice in Wonderland.
Maybe because that was back before they had Star Wars and Marvel.
See, that's the thing. And Alice in
And they're just
Wonderland
printing money.
was a blockbuster.
Yeah,
it made a lot of
made
money.
a ton of money.
And it wouldn't make sense to put in a sequel, but maybe, technically speaking, it's a little too late. This is 6 years after.
Yeah, they kind of missed their mark.
And I just have a feeling it's not going to really be as financially successful as the first one.
I kind of
Calling it
feel like
right
it's
now.
gonna bomb.
Yeah, I kind of feel like they have no faith in this anymore.
Yeah, I don't either. But I mean, I'll say this: early reviews come out and they say like, "Oh, it's pretty good. Like, check it out." I'll check it out. But if it's like more of the same,
You know what it's
I'm
going
not.
to be.
I'm not gonna bother.
That's just like,
I'll say that.
It's what I expected it would be.
Yeah.
Anything else to add?
I actually do really like Sacha Baron Cohen. Mm-hmm. And I
No,
feel,
he's a good actor, of course. Yeah, he's really good.
And I really feel if I had like loved the first movie as much as I wish I had, I'd be super excited about him being Time. I guess he's Time.
I guess, yeah.
So, but because of that, I just not feeling so much.
Oh well. And I already said all I need to say about this.
Yeah.
All right then. Well, thank you guys. Thank you, Peter. I'm your host here as always, Alexis, and we'll see you next time here on the Barely News Crew, the place for all things movie news and reviews.